Six pistols. Overall, it is a very strong non-humanoid stand. Its strengths at any range and overall survivability is great for it being a non-humanoid stand that's weak to a barrage. But the question is, why is this so good? To start off, Six Pistols has its basic gunshot, activated by the E key on your keyboard. This does 12 damage and shoots an unblockable projectile to your cursor. This is pretty basic and can be good to land chip damage from a long distance. The speed of these projectiles can be upgraded in your skill tree. These projectiles bounce off of walls and will eventually despawn if it doesn't hit an enemy. Two of the other bread and butter things, including your heavy punch and reloading, are quite odd, with your basic heavy punch being bound to Z and cannot be rebound, and your reload being on the R key and can also not be rebound. It should also be noted that if you try using any of your shooting moves with 0 bullets, it will force you to reload. The next attack in Six Pistols kit is the prone shot. The prone shot takes 3 bullets to use. You enter a prone position and shoot to where your cursor is. However, these are projectiles that are hit scan, meaning that they come out instantly and shoot out like a beam. These do a pretty low amount of damage, can block break if blocked, and apply the bleed effect. It should be noted that each shot is weaker than the last, meaning the first is the strongest and the last is the weakest. Next on the list is your most awful and yet amazing move in your kit, the multi-shot. The multi-shot is a near-instant gunshot that is blockable and has aim assist. What I mean by this is that if you aim in a random spot close to the enemy, the bullets will go straight to that individual instead of where your mouse is. This is a blockable projectile, which is its only weakness. After being hit by this bullet, the person will be trapped in a stun and will have a slow chip damage that does 0.8 base damage and cannot be increased. This move will either make or break your game, and is perfect for a block break, but we'll go over that in strategies. Now, the most awful, in my opinion, move in the kit, the Redirection Barrage. The Redirection Barrage takes 1 bullet to use and makes a gigantic radius in front of you of where the bullet bounces around similar to a barrage. This move is almost useless since it can't be used to do a barrage back, and usually ends with you getting barraged and then punished due to the fact that it's shorter than every other barrage in the game and can be cancelled if you get M1 during the windup. However, it can be of good use if you land a multi-shot. Multi-shot with Redirection Barrage absolutely melts the HP of the enemies. Next is kinda maybe sort of a move, but it's mainly a passive, and that's your improved dashes. The main quirk with non-humanoid stands is that you get raped by humanoid stands due to your inability to barrage back. However, this stand has an ability on no other stand. Six Pistols has the improved dash, which allows you to dash out of any stun in the game. Red-minded, dash away from the Crossfire Hurricane. Overall, this is one of the most annoying parts of fighting this stand. If you get barraged, you get invincibility frames when you dash out. The downside is that the special dashes have a cooldown. After using your special dash, you can still normally dash, but you have to wait before you can dash out of another stun. This is detrimental to any Six Pistols since they rely on stun. Uses for this will be mentioned in strategies. Well, you might be asking, how do you get this stand? Well, it's pretty simple. This is a fairly common stand. You get it through using the Mysterious Arrow with a 10% chance. This makes the absolute smooth-brained level of gameplay even more annoying, since most people will just get this while grinding and end up keeping it. Let's move on to the strategy, shall we? The S key. That's literally it. Hold your S key and throw out multi-shots and moves, and run the hell away. Dash out of stuns. No. This is not a fake out. This is actually what you do. Run the fuck away, and you profit. A bread and butter combo is if your opponent doesn't block the multi-shot. Multi-shot into a redirection barrage on them, and it will absolutely melt their fucking HP. And they can't fight back without barraging. If they barrage, you just dash out of it and keep running like the brain-dead pussy you are. If they block it, spam prone shot and normal shots and keep your distance. It's that simple. You don't need a brain to use this stand, because you just don't die. Now, you might be wondering, what's the best spec for this brain-dead stand? Well, boxing is a very good choice. Jawbreaker is pretty good for its instant damage and block break abilities. The barrage can be mildly helpful, and the stun on eye gouge is invaluable. The fact you gotta run like a pussy means that the more health and reduced damage will save your ass constantly, and allow you to tank the fuck out of beatdowns and time stops. If it isn't to woe, anyway. Spin is another strong one in the ring. The fact you have a multi-shot one-shot combo where you land multi-shot, do both steel balls, then do redirection barrage, they will be on the verge of death, and if they don't die, use your prone shot to finish them off with bleed. Hamon is another strong one. However, it's the worst of these three. The extra damage is nice, but overall your damage output is already insanely high, and you'll get raped by time stop and beatdown. Zoom Punch won't be that good because you'll end up getting barraged and will be forced to waste your dash. And the fire damage on Scarlet isn't good enough to mix with your attacks. The block break can easily be replaced by a boxing Strawbreaker. Overall, Hamon is good, but definitely the weakest of the bunch. In conclusion, Six Pistols is a super easy to use stand which has a high damage output with easily accessible get out of jail free cards that allow you to be an absolute dumbass and do well with it. It also allows you to run away, look at pussy, and find success. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate your continued support throughout my channel's life. I didn't expect to get any subs or views on my videos, and I'm excited to continue making content. While no, I'm not actually a channel owner, but I'm sure they appreciate you viewing this video. Now, enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. And please, don't be a brainless Six Pistols user. For their sake.